welcome to yet another episode of Book Club. This episode we're going to have a look at Star Wars Catalyst, a Rogue One novel, which, firstly, I absolutely love the title, because obviously it's a play on words from Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Although it would have been even better if they made the title even longer, turning it into Star Wars Catalyst, a Rogue One, a Star Wars story novel. But alas, they did not. So, as you might imagine from the title, this novel is a prequel to Rogue One, which is why it's called Catalyst, because it's a catalyst of the events in Rogue One. And it's going to keep falling over, so I'm just going to hold it. And of course, Rogue One is a prequel to Star Wars, making this one's a prequel's prequel, but it also follows Star Wars Episode 3, sort of, making this novel a prequel to a prequel sequel, but also making it a prequel to a prequel. It gets a little bit complicated. But I digress. So, as you might imagine from a prequel to Rogue One, this novel really fills in quite a lot of the background for a lot of characters that appear in Rogue One, but it does not do it for all of them. This mainly explores Tarkin, Krennic, and the Ursos, so you're not going to get anything on Cassian. Is this factor negative or somehow disappointing? No, not really. I feel like if they had tried to do a background for all of the characters in Rogue One in Catalyst, the novel would have become unfocused, which would have been a great shame, because what's really interesting about this story is the story of Galen Erso, Jin's father. As I said in the first book club review, I'm going to do my best to avoid spoilers, so I'm going to talk in pretty vague terms here. But the focus in this novel is pretty much exactly how I wanted it to be, mainly what series of events exactly led up to the first scene in Rogue One, in which we have Krennic trying to get Galen back into the project, and why exactly Galen, who appears to be a genuinely good person, was ever part of the project in the first place. If you had those questions too, they will be answered in this novel. But in addition to that, we also get to see the budding seeds of the Tarkin and Krennic rivalry, which is just fantastic. If you're a huge Tarkin fan like I am, in fact, he's probably one of my favourite Star Wars characters, then you're not going to be disappointed by his representation in this book, which is mainly because the author James Lucino, I'm sorry I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but I do love your writing, clearly understands and has no small love for Tarkin. In fact, he wrote the novel Tarkin, so he clearly has explored the character a fair bit. As far as exactly where in the Star Wars universe this novel sits, it goes from a little bit after Star Wars Episode 2 to a little bit before Rogue One. And this means, of course, it has a lot of crossover with other Star Wars material, which in a shared universe is sort of important, and what's more important is how it's handled. In this novel, it's handled very well. If you're a fan of the Clone Wars or the prequels, this novel does not shy away from making references to them, which is something that so far the novels seem to be doing well. It also has quite a few tie-ins, as you might expect to Tarkin, once again being the same author and also having the same character crossed into the two novels, and almost feels like an unofficial sequel. As far as how it's written, I absolutely loved it, and it's probably up there in a top 3 or top 2 position in my favourite Star Wars novels as of yet. It does fantastically to add to and build on parts of the already existing Star Wars canon, and as far as I can tell so far, there's only one chronological error, which is so small that chances are no one's going to notice it. I certainly didn't when I was first reading it, and I would never have noticed it if it wasn't for the fact that I examine everything so closely while I'm building the Star Wars timeline. So to sum it up, overall, Star Wars Catalyst, a Rogue One novel, is an absolutely fantastic read. If you're a fan of the prequels, the Clone Wars, Rogue One, Episode 4 or Tarkin, it's definitely worth a read. I highly suggest it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, with all of that coming to the end, thanks for watching, and as always, until next time, I have been and still am Grim Grindel.